Hello there, adventurers, and welcome back to another episode of Neon's Game Night. Tonight we're taking a look at the game SUMMERHOUSE, developed by a solo indie dev named Friedemann and published by Future Friends Games. This is a game that really leans into the cozy vibes once again. It was part of the Next Fest demo marathon stuff in February. I didn't get a chance to try the game out during that point and feature it on the channel, but it was something that I was interested in. However, the game is fully out now. It's not too expensive, and it is gorgeous. So even before we really even dive into it, I don't see how I can't do anything but give it a huge positive recommendation to at least go check it out and see if you're even slightly interested in it. A link to the store page will be down in the description below. But we're going to hop into it. I've poked around just a little bit just to get a little bit familiar with the controls and stuff like that and sort of what it does. But we're going to be starting a new house. I've cleared my save. I've cleared all of my unlocks. So we're just going to chill out, start a new house build together tonight. And that's what all I really want to do. So let's go ahead and get started here with a new house. Now, whenever you select a new house, you can choose the different location that you want to go to. Do you want to sort of have a nice mountain vista in the background? Do you want a nice meadow, a city, a desert? It's sort of up to you. And what you sort of do is you just kind of select these different places and create little housescapes with them. So I'm a big fan of the mountains and of water. So I really kind of like the look of this first option here, which is the one that we're already a part of anyways. You can select different bits and pieces of a house in order to build it. As you can see, we got walls, and if you right click on these, you get the different selections for things that can either go on walls or just are walls. And they have different patterns. That's a bit more of a cobblestone look. That's a bit more of a smooth stone. And you just have a bunch of different options there. You got some wood stuff there, different door pieces, different windows. There's just a lot of different things you can do here to customize your house. And after just poking around with it for a little bit, it's not really hard to make something that just looks, really good as well. You don't have to be a master creator, and you can move the camera over using A and D. That moves the camera over if you kind of feel like you need to go somewhere else. You can change the weather. There's sunny that we're currently in. You can set the weather to rainy, and you can set the weather to night. And each of those just gives a nice little different vibe to things. And the music in the background just really sets the scene very well, whether you're at night, in the day, or in the rain. So I think as we're looking here along this path, you can also move the camera up and down a little bit, as you can see. I'm kind of intrigued to do something a little bit with this bridge here. Now, I kind of want to keep some semblance of water here so that there's a bit of a bridge that it goes past, but I'm trying to see how I want that to sort of look, if you know what I mean. So I think we should just go right here. As you can see at the top of the screen, it says we can change the depth by pressing, oh, that's press Q, press H to hide the UI, and you can use Q and E to change the depth of this block, as you can see. So if we wanted to cover up, we could come right up to the sort of the end of the sidewalk there, or we can kind of have it back a little bit. I think we're going to have it back a little bit, but I'd like to create a little bit of a porch here. Let's do a porch like that, and a porch like, well, here. Actually, let's go back so that I can have that porch a bit higher than the grass there. And then I'd like to push this back so that it creates that nice look. So now we just have a very basic 2x2 stone wall structure. But where things really get interesting is when you start to decorate with different pieces. So you can select different roofs here. Let's see what we want to do. Maybe we'll do a nice little piece like this for the main part. And then maybe we'll do, nah, something like that doesn't really work. Let's see. That doesn't really blend together very well. But maybe something like this will look a bit better here. Or should we go with a bit of a chimney vibe? I think we want to do a chimney here. And actually, I think what we want to do is add an extra floor, but maybe do a different texture completely. Say like one of these pieces of wood. Perhaps. I wish I could do a bit less in terms of size, but I don't know if that looks very good. Now I'm torn. Let's see here. That doesn't look that great. You know what? We're just messing around. We're just messing around. So let's do it. Let's give our little second story here, shall we? Let's do it. Why the heck not? Get a little second story there, and we can do a completely different style of roof. There we go. Now, one of the things that's really interesting here is you can select random blocks like this, and it gives you just different options for different things that you can put on here. So let's put this block here, which is, I think, is kind of fun for just sort of rolling with what the game gives you instead of really trying to plan things. That really helps my brain a lot, if I'm being honest, because sometimes I get a little bit caught up in the weeds when I'm trying to build things and feeling like I need to do things certain ways. So if you're like me in any of that situation, then perhaps give the random button a shot. let's see here. I want to put a little bit of a railing here on the balcony because I think that also creates some interesting things for when... Yes. As you can see there, when you do different blocks, sometimes you'll unlock new blocks that will I'll give you some more options there. So as you can see, we now have the option to create a bit of a patio area where somebody is sitting out. And you're able to unlock those things just by having some, doing some fun combinations of things as you build. So let's see what else we can do here. You can add trees to just gives it a bit of a color that way. I'm looking for some stairs. I need to find some stairs. I don't know exactly what I would consider to be stairs. These kind of look like stairs, but not really. Would they be... We were just in that. Would they be under the doors? Or these blocks here? Maybe these are stairs? I don't know. I guess those kind of have the right depth to be a stair, but maybe? Let's see. No. Those don't really come together like a stair, do they? Let's see if we can find some more stair-like pieces here, shall we? Okay. Really having trouble here with the stairs. Like I say, those might be the stairs. They kind of look stair-like. No, those are the things that we just did, aren't they? Having trouble finding out which ones are the stairs. That's okay, though. It's all about the journey. These are stairs. There we go. Now, it doesn't look like I can get them all the way across in the right exact way that I would like it. But that looks fine. I think that looks fine. Now let's do a bunch of random things here. I don't want a restaurant. I don't want this to be a cleaner's. I can't do that. Let's look at some windows. What kind of windows should we put up in this? I definitely think we should get something like this to come. I like to replace the window that was there with that. And then let's go with a nice big one right here. Perfect. What else do we have? No, what we... Put something like that there. And then let's see what other kind of decorations we can have. This looks like a nice little awning for the person that's sitting there. You can do power lines. There's so many different little decorations and things that you can just put on to decorate different aspects of the house. I kind of love it. It's kind of incredible just how much little bits of decoration that you can have. And you really just can do whatever. You've got a little ruined house looking thing over there. Why not? Let's add that over there. What is this? I can't tell what that is. You can add some rocks. Look at that. So let's add a nice rock like over there, just behind there, to kind of give it a bit of texture, shall we? Give that a bit of texture there. That looks like that's boarded up. Let's see if we can put something like this over there. And then we'll throw one of these itty bitty windows right there. Oh, it's not gonna let me, is it? Oh, there it is. There it is. Perfect. Oh, well that's interesting. I don't mean for that to be the case. That's floating there, isn't it? That's not good. Oh, and I guess you can kind of see places where things aren't matched up just quite correctly. I think that's kind of my fault. Like I said, I'm not going to be a particularly great builder, but oh my goodness. Let's see here. Let's get rid of that. No, I didn't mean to do that. Now, we can't really... I don't think we can edit anything. I don't know. So this looks good if you're looking at it right up close. If you if you come to the side here, that kind of messes things up. But this game's all about the vibes, you know. We don't need to get too worried about all of the different looks and making sure that everything is perfect. We're just here to have a nice chill time. Let's see what other kind of decorations we got. We can do a nice little fence over here. Add a tree or something right over here. Maybe some nice plants right there. Add a bit of vines to make things look a bit more aged. And this plant's on the patio with him. Perfect. Now, are those butterflies? Can't tell. Ooh, let's get rid of that, because I like that better. Oh no, I lost it. Bummer. That's fine, that's fine. That should be under decorations, right? Is that what that would have been? Maybe. I think that's what that was, but I can't be for sure. Yes, there we go. Nah, it's not really a pizza shop. Oh, there's our stairs. There we go. And we got a new block there. That's nice. Let's say we get our trash over here. What is this? No. The amount of stuff that you could do with this little game and making just a nice little little town even is enormous. And now, like I said, the this area over here doesn't look super pretty. It doesn't look completely like it should. But if you're just looking at things right there, just having a fun time plucking down bits of a house, we've created a nice little house here for ourselves out here in the mountains. And it didn't really take a lot of effort. It doesn't really take a lot of pre planning. If anything, it feels very Bob Rossian to just kind of pop in here, have some happy little accidents, and just kind of create as you go. And, once you're sort of done with a spot here, maybe we just want to hop over and try something completely new right over here. So just let's just do that. Why the heck not? That's the freedom of having a game like this. We can just come over here and do this. Let's come over here and make, I don't know, a little cafe or something. Or some kind of shop. I don't know. Let's see. Or let's just start doing random stuff again. Going with what the game gives us. Okay, a hotel was one of the things that popped up. So let's make like a big hotel. Can we delete these things? No, we cannot. Let's say it's just there and let's just create something like that. Let's say that this is a decoration, that this is a hotel. Perfect. We got another unlock. It's a really small hotel. But we can add some depth to the back there to say that, it goes back a ways. Let's put a nice big thing there, have some rooms. Get a nice cute door down here. No, I think won't use that one. We've placed 100 blocks and we've received an achievement there. Very nice. That's what we can do. We can add some blocks this way to kind of add some depth there. And it's just about making it just look the way you want it. I think that looks kind of cool. You don't have to. You might do something completely different, but that is all a-okay. Now let's start decorating some of this. Let's get some of that there. Let's get rid of that. Put that over the entry. Put one of those there. Put some of that there. That doesn't really go anywhere. That's okay. Let's say we have a nice little table out there. There's a lot of options here. Let's do something a bit more like that. Let's give us a nice vending machine maybe right here. Even got some, maybe some graffiti there. What else can we do? It's a little mail slot? Can't quite tell. There's just so many options, and taking the time to just kind of mess with things is just very cozy and comfortable. There's not a lot that I can really say to really tell you what the experience is like, but just the feeling of creativity and just kind of crafting. It feels like I'm just kind of molding the game and molding this space to how I want it to look. I love it. And it's just so easy. It's so easy to hop in and just start putting down things, and things just look good. I think that's one of the most impressive things about this for me, is just how Friedemann has managed to just allow all these blocks to go together and make it so easy and simple to create something that looks nice. You know, you don't have to be a super massive creator builder to be able to hop in and get going on something and just have a nice chill time. You can just sort of start going with however you feel, and whatever you do is going to be right. It's a really hard thing to pull off, to basically make whatever choice you make be a correct one. And that's certainly how I feel here, playing Summerhouse. This is just a great little experience, and something that you might not like put in hundreds and hundreds of hours into, like a Skyrim, or like any of the or some big RPG, or even Stardew Valley, where you've got a whole bunch of things to manage. But if I've got an extra 5 to 10 minutes in the day and I just really want to sit down and chill, make a nice little scene, this is a perfect game for that. And, you know, not every game has to have some massive overarching story. Some games just need to be, and they feel like art in that way. They're not there to get something out of. You're not playing it to be some sort of transaction. You're playing it to experience the sort of art, the serene, the feelings of movement that the game or the art can take you through. And I'm just feeling a lot of that right now with Summerhouse here. And I adore this. I adore it a lot. And as much as I gave it a bit of a recommendation earlier, this gets a full-fledged seal of approval, thumbs up. Go buy this game. And if anything, just just chill out. Take a few moments out of your day and let yourself be creative and come up with a nice little scene here. Build a house. You know, it's easy to do, easy to pick up, and it's just really comforting to play. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's going to be where we sort of hold off here with Summer House, but I hope that you liked the video. If you did, consider liking and subscribing. Like I said before, check out Summer House on Steam. I'll have a link to that down in the description below. But other than that, guys, I will see you all in the next video. Cheers.